my name is Courtney Harmon, and I'm a part of the Pup Squad Animal Rescue. We're an animal rescue here in Houston that focuses primarily on puppies and their mamas and pulling those puppies off of the street, out of shelters, where they have a very slim chance of survival. Puppies in a shelter, because they have no natural immunity to the diseases like parvo and distemper, very typically they'll contract that kind of a disease and pass away very quickly. So Pup Squad's mission is to protect them, move them into foster homes. We're an all foster organization. So our dogs are happy, healthy, and ready for adoption. It's been our experience, of course, a lot worse in the summer certainly, that overpopulation is just completely out of control. There are dogs and puppies bursting at the seams of every area shelter and wandering along the street. We've got a lot of dogs that come right off the street. We've got a lot of dogs that we work with from area shelters and pull that way as well. So during the summer there just aren't enough people to house these dogs, these animals. So there's a very sad reality that a lot of the population is actually put down. Spaying and neutering is extremely important to, fight that, animal overcrowding and overpopulation of our cities. So Pup Squad needs fosters. We need people to help us in that plight, to take care of these animals. Actually, here's one of my babies, my Tina. Yeah. So what makes Pup Squad unique is obviously our mission that we focus on puppies, but also the fact that we are an all foster organization. So because our dogs at the end of the day go home to somebody's living room, they're used to being in a home. It's a lot less sad and tragic for them. I promise they're eating very well and being loved unconditionally. And you can of course help with that by fostering or donating any old dog crates, dog food, pillows, things like that. But if you can't adopt, we would love for you to come down and get your dog and puppy fix. You can pet the puppies, take the dogs for a walk. So this is Spike and Tank. They were actually originally a litter of 5 with their mama that we rescued out of a ditch on a busy road in Kingwood, Texas. And they were exposed to parvo. And unfortunately, 2 of their litter didn't make it, which is one of the sad realities of puppies that aren't cared for. They can contract these diseases, and that's part of what Pup Squad is fighting against. Coco is very friendly. And these guys have been nursed back to health, and they are ready to go and find their forever homes. Pup Squad takes care of making sure they're all up to date with their shots, as well as spayed and neutered, which is very important. It's exactly litters like this that you find on the side of the road. And we would love if Pup Squad was no longer needed due to no backyard breeding, spaying and neutering being completely under control, and then we wouldn't need to be here, and these guys would all be happy and safe and sound in their homes. And this is my angel Chula. She breaks my heart. If you can see along the sides of her neck, she was actually found with an embedded collar. So her owner originally put a collar on her and just never took it off. It embeds itself into the skin and can actually snap their trachea and kill them. She also has a pretty severe scar on her forehead where you can see she was actually hit by a car. So Chula's a perfect example of completely irresponsible pet ownership. There could have been very serious ramifications for that embedded collar. She'll never be a running partner or be able to have pretty collars around her neck, but she still deserves a perfect home and a loving family. So visit us at www.pupsquad.org and see how you can help and see our adoptable dogs.
Hi, I'm Naomi Reynolds. My pet's name is Shorty, and I had Shorty neutered because it was healthy for him. He wasn't very good to get along with other dogs, and it was frustrating for him. So since he's been neutered, he's been an excellent pet, and his frustrations are down. I'm excited to be involved with Pups Adoption next door to us here at Books A Million. They have done a great job with getting pets adopted and fostered out, and we support them through fundraising activities and giving them supplies to advise their patrons on how to take care of their pets. So we're excited about it, and we promote the neutering and spading of pets, and think everybody should do it.
Hi, I'm Bette Sindermeyer with No Kill Houston. We're an advocacy group trying to stop the killing in Houston's kill shelters. There are communities in the United States and in other countries who have figured out how to stop the killing entirely, and we want this model of sheltering in Houston. There are 11 elements of the no-kill equation. High volume, low cost, accessible spay-neuter is one of them. A feral cat TNR program, working with rescue groups, a foster care program, comprehensive adoption programs, pet retention programs, medical and behavioral programs, and public relations community involvement. We must get the community aware and involved. Volunteers are critical to stopping the killing in shelters because shelters are notoriously understaffed, and so volunteers are critical. And proactive redemptions. The most critical element is the shelter director. The shelter director makes or breaks the shelter on whether they stop killing or not. We've seen this all over the United States, and we can do this in Houston. There are shelters in the U.S. who have stopped the killing, and some have stopped it overnight. We have sent Nathan Winograd's book, which is literally a step-by-step guide on how to stop the killing. We've sent it to all the shelter directors, so no excuses there. We brought him to Houston in March to put on a no-kill community seminar. It was an all-day seminar. We invited all of the shelter directors in Houston to come. None of them came. So we want to see this change in Houston. The city of Houston gives BARC, which is Houston's animal control, millions of dollars each year to bring in animals, to house them for several days and then kill them, because it does cost money to kill animals. They could equally and as easily as well take those millions of dollars and provide free spay-neuter services. This would impact the population of animals coming in to BARC dramatically. If you would like to know what you can do to help us stop the killing in Houston shelters, go to our website at nokillhouston.org. We need you to write your city council members. I have form letters on there you can use. You can copy and paste. Contact information is there. We need you to speak up. We need you to tell our city council that you care about animals and you want the killing to stop. They will listen if you speak.